Good morning, students. We continue with the last video. In the last video, we were discussing about Bayes' theorem and about its applications. So, this Bayes' theorem proposed by Thomas Bayes and very much useful when actually you wanted to go for revising the probability. Revising the probability means changing of the probability information. So how you are going to change the probability information? With the latest available information. Okay. Now yesterday we were about to solve this problem. So what is that? In a Bowles factory, machines A, B, C are there, isn't it? 25%, 35%, 40% and 5%, 4%, 2% regarding a defective Bowles. Now, when a problem is given to you, how do I identify? It's a Bayes' theorem problem. Yesterday, I think in the last video, I told the technique, okay? We know this is the problem of what kind Bayes' theorem type, okay? So immediately after getting into that conclusion, the first thing you need to do is, just like as usual in our probability problems, here also we need to do what is that? Defining the events. Understand? Now you know very well the Bayes' theorem formula. What are the things you are going to get? Capital A, E1, E2, E3 dash dash En, probability of A given E1, probability of A given E2, like conditional probabilities would be there. So before that we need to define the events. And now here what are the events? The first thing is A. Very, very important. Always remember that the A is such a event actually to which you need to require the probability. Generally in the last sentence of the probability you find. The last sentence of the problem will give the clue for the A. So what is that? A bolt has been drawn at random from the total output and is found to be defective. That means a bolt has been drawn, that is a defective bolt. Then what are the probabilities that it has manufactured by machine A, machine B, machine C? So what is A here? The A is nothing but the defective bolt. The defective bolt. Okay. Then what are other events like E1 is there? What we are doing, we are converting the given information into our notational format. Different formats are there, different types of notations generally used in the statistics. But you need to stick to one of the standard forms. So this is one of the standard forms, okay? So E1 is equal to the bolt manufactured by machine A. So wherever E1 you get, you need to read that information like this. Similarly, what is E2 now? The E2 is nothing but the bolt manufactured by machine B. Same way, what is that E3? Where E3 is nothing but the bolt, okay? The bolt manufactured by machine C. Such a way you need to define the events. Why actually I stopped up to 3 only? Because only 3 machines are there. If one more machine is there, you can extend E4, E5, E6 like that. Okay. Now after that we go for finding the all wanted probabilities. So what are those? First, the a priori probabilities that will be there in the problem. Next, likelihoods. which also will be available in the problem. And the third one, posterior probabilities. Okay. The likelihoods can also be called as conditional probabilities. Okay. Now you go for solving this problem. Now after defining the events like this, what is the next immediate step? We write down the Bayes theorem formula. So what is the formula? Probability of EI given A is equal to probability of EI into probability of A given EI, all divided by sigma probability of EI into probability of A given EI, where I takes values from 1, 2, 3 because 3 machines are there. Understand? And I already told you that in the problem itself, the a priori probabilities will be there. What are the a priori probabilities? Probability of E1, probability of E2, probability of E3. These are all a priori probabilities. Same way, likelihoods would be there. What are the likelihoods according to our Bayes theorem notation? Probability of A given E1, probability of A given E2, probability of A given E3. Okay. Now directly from the problem you can write that information. So look at here. So what is the probability of E1? The probability of E1 is nothing but the total number of bolts manufactured by machine A. So what is the value is given? 25%. Already told you percentage here means one more form of the probability. So directly what you can write here? 25 by 100. Next E2, 35 by 100. And finally, what is E3? The bolts manufactured by C. So what is that? 40 by 100. So all, what are all there? A priori probabilities are there now. Now you go for the conditional probabilities. What is the first conditional probability? Probability of A given E1. What is the meaning of this? Remember that in the probability, the notational form you need to convert into words, then only easily can understand. Now what is the meaning of this notation? Probability of A given E1 means when a defective bolt is chosen, that should be from machine A. So beforehand what would be there? Machine A would be there. From that you are choosing the defective bolt. What is the information already provided you? 5%. Okay. Same way, what is the probability of A given E2? A defective bolt from machine B. So what is the value is given to you? 4%, nothing but 4 by 100. Same way, the defective bolt from machine C, what is that probability? 2%, nothing but 2 by 100. That means already the conditional probabilities are also given. Okay. Now after having the a priori probabilities, the conditional probabilities, next we need to calculate what is that? Posterior probabilities. How do you denote the posterior probabilities? First one, E1 given A probability. Now next probability of E2 given A. The final one is probability of E3 given A. That's it. Remember that in the Bayes theorem, a priori's likelihoods will be there most of the time. Only thing is directly we need to calculate posterior probabilities. Now let us go for calculation of the posterior probability. How to substitute, that's it, in the given Bayes theorem formula. So these are the likelihood probabilities. Just now explain 5% means 5 by 100. For E2 defective bolt conditional probability is what? 4 by 100. Like for machine C, the conditional probability of defective bolt is 2 by 100. Now we go for the required answers. What to call them? Posterior probabilities. We know the formula, but that formula we are applying for the first posterior probability. What is the first posterior probability here? Probability of E given A is equal to, okay, probability of E1 into probability of A given E1 by sigma probability of A into probability of A given EI. Now look at here, in the formula, whatever is required, that probability you are writing in the left hand side. This conditional probability you write in the what you called numerator. But in the denominator, you are expanding all the information. Only that is the change. Here we required the first posterior probability, that is E1 value. Hence we write the E1 given by A. The same information will be written in the numerator in the formula, but all the values you are going to cover up in the denominator. So all of you check here. Now expand it. Probability of the same information, but this information expanded up to how many values? 3 values, because 3 machines are there. Probability of E1 into probability of A given E1 plus probability of E2 into probability of A given E2 plus probability of E3 into probability of A given E3. It's nothing but, if you carefully observe, it's a classical definition. So favorable number of events by total number of events, denominator. That's it. So what are the probability of E1 from the problem? We already know 25 by 100. What is the probability of A given E1? Conditional probabilities. What is that? 5 by 100. We are substituting. Remaining all other values we substitute here. So on simplification, how much you will get here? 0.362. This is the first probability. So what is the meaning of this? When a defective bolt has been chosen, what is the probability that that should come from machine A? Please be careful. There is a lot more difference between this meaning and this meaning. What is the meaning of this conditional probability? A defective bolt chosen from machine 1. But here the quite opposite activity is taking place. First, a defective bolt has been selected, and what is the probability that that should comes from the machine 1 or A, machine A. I mean to say, these are the required answers, required probabilities. Okay. Same with the next probability is going to be probability of E2 given A. Same expansion will be there. But here what you get? E2. Next probability of A given E2. And the same denominator value would be there. Remember that in the Bayes theorem only numerator will change. Entire denominator information will be as it is. Now you go for the next posterior probability. So this is next posterior probability. Probability of E2 given A. What is the meaning of that? The probability of selection of a defective bolt from machine B. Same Bayes theorem applied, all the values have been substituted. See, here also the same denominator is there, but whereas the numerator has been changed. Simplified, you get 0.406. Now we go for the third probability. Same, only the numerator information will change. That means this numerator value you are taking as a, so I mean to say here, this is the denominator value, you are taking as the numerator value. So same information, completely entire same denominator, but on simplification you got 0.23. So what are the values you got? 0.23, 0.406, 0.362. So these are the required probabilities. How to check whether your answers are correct or not? You add 0.362, 0.406, 0.23, you will get almost near to What I would say 1. Because always the total probability should be equal to 1. That condition is mandatory in entire probability concepts. Okay. So what is this? One of the applications of the probability problems. Okay. Now one more very important thing. While solving Bayes theorem problem, the method what we learned here, it's bit expanded format. So directly we substituted the formula and individually we calculated all the probabilities. One more way also the Bayes theorem problem can be attempted. What is that? Directly in the table format. Like tree structure method is there, that also can be applied. But what I suggest you, either you go for this method or else we are going to solve one more problem. In the table format itself we will get all the answers. Okay. Let us see that problem also.